Hey guys, it's Purple, and today I'm going to be showing you how not to make a raptor mask. So the reason why you're seeing my face right now is because I didn't get any footage, so no interesting time lapses. So to make this video visually interesting, you're seeing my face. So let's just jump right into it.
Oh, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Did you know only 20% of you are actually subscribed or whatever? I haven't actually checked. And hit the bell and do the shares and hit the likes and the dislikes and the comments.
So if you don't want to know the backstory behind this, just skip to here. So, because the backstory behind this character isn't mine, and it's kind of interesting. So the summarized story of this dragon is that my good friend Zoom, who helped make my Discord server, please subscribe to him, he really likes dragons. It became a bit of a meme. He got some dragon art from a bunch of people, and since I'm crap at drawing, I went practice drawing. That was the perfect thing to practice drawing for, you know? So eventually, after drawing some basically stick figure dragons, as you can see, I asked him for colors and a design, and he came up with this. There was no backstory, it was just like a funny character they made. Eventually, for some reason, he said it was his son, because he refused to call it his OC, or his Sona, or anything like that, because it's not the Sona. And he eventually just gave him a gun, because he likes guns, and he hates tax collectors. So that's his whole character. Zoom adopted a dragon, gave him a gun. Dragon doesn't like tax collectors. That's it. Oh, by the way, he eventually named him Apex because calling it Zoom's son forever, or just Zoom's dragon, was getting kind of annoying. Oh, and if you couldn't tell already, this character is kind of a meme and a joke, so please, no, he's not a part of the fandom. I did the mask as a joke that, admittedly went way too far, but whatever, it's fine. And as exchange for giving him the mask, I got this brand new mic. The best trade deal in the history of trade deals. Thanks, Zoom. So, if you couldn't tell, this is pretty poorly made. So let's start out. The base was a raptor mask I bought off of Amazon. I cut off everything, unscrewed the inside mask thing, and trimmed everything down with clippers and a X-Acto knife and files. I then primed it with black spray primer, because I was too excited and got ahead of myself, because next I used Warbler, I think that's what it's called, to remake the chin strap, to make it like a full thing to also cover the chin. I did not do this well. The mouth just does not move anymore, as in the fact that it just does not fit around your chin very well. I think I made it too small, too short. I tried a few more times to undo it. As you could see here, I had to respray over it, and then I started painting it. So this is it somewhat painted. I then realized that the chin strap sucked, went back to it, and put on some more Warbler. Warbler melts slightly under heat, that's why it's such a good material. I highly suggest it. It's plastic-like, it's not foam-like, but it's almost like half plastic, half foam. I don't know how it works, because as stated before, not the smartest, but yeah. So then I resprayed that and finished painting it. Here's what the more finished paint job looks like. Pretty just average. I dry brushed the whole thing before I painted it with purple, with a gray. It's hard to see because it was very light, but hopefully that raises up the bumps/scales more. The eyes were actually pretty okay. They are made out of buckram that I got from Hobby Lobby. Since the eyes are just one color, I didn't have to actually like draw them or paint them, which is really good. So I just took my airbrush and just sprayed the same blue I painted the teeth with, and cut them out in a circle. As you can see, I didn't trace it at all. Please don't do this. Just, you'll see later how it sticks out here. It sticks out a lot. Yeah. So then after cutting them out in a rough eye shape, I didn't want to make them too small. That's why they're so big. I then glued them in with hot glue. Another thing. Oh my god. The hot glue. Just be careful with it, but not too careful. If you're not careful enough, then there's like hot glue that you try to like, oh, I'll get this area, then it scrapes against it, then there's hot glue on the buckram, then you gotta scrape that off or restart, and then maybe there'll be a string of hot glue that falls onto the buckram, and then you gotta dig it out with the X-Acto knife, and then blah 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 blah. Then, oh jeez, if you'd go too slow, you slap it on there, it just falls right off because the hot glue is just solid. It's not hot anymore. So yeah. Be smart and look up some videos on how to hot glue things better, I guess. After that, I remade the strap with some material I had. All that is just hot glued together. I measured it with my own head, not Zoom's head. My head is a lot bigger. Whoops. But I did make a adjustable strap, as you can see there. The little plastic thing is from the original raptor head. So that's cool. I looked up a video on how to make it and did. As you can see, again, the eyes are huge and mismatched and mess. Anyway, at least I put them in the proper order and didn't accidentally spray them with plastics primer. But you can still see through them pretty, actually, just fine, just a little blue tinted. And yeah. And here's the mask on Zoom's face, his gun. You can see the proto-maid in the background because... course. Well, and yeah, that is the video on how not to make a raptor mask / how I kind of made one. I hope you enjoyed. You know, do all the internet validation point things. Really helps me out. Thanks, and stay tuned for a similar video, more high quality and longer, about how I made the protogen head. See ya.